doing what it took to get here today, off work or whatever you needed to do. We have the largest group of kindergartners I think I've ever assembled in one place up on those risers, about 100 of them. And so they are very excited to sing a nice program for you, songs that have been done this year in my music trailer right outside there. And we've even added one song, so we have 11 songs for you. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you very much for turning off your cell phones. And I'd like to introduce to you your 2012-2013 Cultural Web Kindergartners. All right, we're going to start with, let me get out of the way, give you a chance to get a nice picture of the whole group. Okay, we're going to start with a song that you probably heard since your child was 2, the alphabet song, and they do it very well. So here is the alphabet song to start us off. Okay, our next song was written by a very famous American by the name of Woody Guthrie, and he wrote This Land Is Your Land. That's probably the song you know, but he also wrote a lot of children's songs. And so this is a song entitled Put Your Finger in the Air, and it's a rhyming song and it's a lot of fun, so I hope you enjoy this one.
Thank you.
I'm sure you already know this, but your kindergartners are really wiggly, okay? I know I'm not telling you anything you don't know already, but this song sort of plays to that strength. It's a great little song. My thumbs are starting to wiggle, and a whole lot of other things too. Okay, this next song we actually have done for a couple of years, but this year I decided to add instruments. So you see some of the barred instruments here. I have bass bars, I have soprano and alto xylophone, and I have a couple of glockenspiels. And we have a couple of people in each class that have sort of proven themselves to be trustworthy on these instruments. So I'm going to call them forward. On the bass bars we have Anna McCauley and Malachi Archbold. On the alto xylophone, Helen Rowlands. On the soprano xylophone, Peyton Hopkinson. And on the glockenspiels, Lanaya Phillips and Kaylin Williams. And then we have two leaders, and as they're getting into their places here, a lot of times in my classroom, I teach them a song and then I let them be the leaders. And so I got a couple of my good leaders here to lead the group, and that is going to be Ariana Vore and Gia Bravo. Wow, Ariana did that with a broken arm. Good job. Okay, our next song involves a really crazy idea. And it's a lesson on dynamics. And so you're going to hear the students singing softly, then a little louder, and loudest. And what they're doing is, this crazy idea is, they're going on a bear hunt and they're shaking a grizzly bear awake in his cave. So I of course say don't do this at home, but it's a really funny, silly song, and it involves acting out a little bit of this. Now we have our bear there, and he says, "I love you" on there, and it belongs to my son Jesse. So Jesse, put the bear to sleep, please. Okay. Okay, so we have 3 groups that are going to be acting this out as the chorus is singing this. And my first group over there is Elizabeth Farrell and Carter Bowman. The second group is Scarlett Haberacker and Aiden Semlitz. And then up front, the first group is going to be Caitlin Scott and Carson Barnhart. And you never know where that grizzly bear is going to end up. Okay. The next 2 songs are sort of Valentine's Day songs, and they're singing them, and they're actually singing them out to you. I think the boys are a little bashful singing Valentine's Day songs. I think that's what that promotion was. Okay. But boys and girls, remember, look out at your parents, okay? You love them very much. They take care of you. This is a big year for your parents too, because this is your first big year of big school, and you're almost first graders. So, sing to your parents, sing to and show them how much you love them. Okay, so the boys and girls have learned over the year to sing with different voices. They certainly have had to learn how to sing with a man, singing the octave. Sometimes I sing up with them. And with recordings, you may hear some voices on the recordings. They hear women singing, they hear men singing, and of course the children. So that's part of what they're learning how to do too. And So our next song is sort of a call and response song, but it has the girls calling and the boys responding. And the idea of the girls facing forward and the boys facing backwards came to me actually from a student a couple of years ago. So boys, if you will turn your backs on the audience. And the girls are going to sing first, and it's sort of a little competition in class to see who does better. Okay, so boys and girls, the question is, who will sing better? I tell them they're singing to you all, but they know they're sort of singing to each other. At least a couple of them. Here is a song about family. They love this song, and it's from Kwanzaa, actually. It's a Kwanzaa song, and it's a great one for this kind of program. Together in Unity. Of course, I talked to the kindergartners about them being the baby. Of course, they're not babies anymore, but certainly we remember when they were babies. And I certainly can speak from experience for the first time, looking up there at my baby. But all of you were babies, and you will always be your mama's baby. You know that, right? Okay. This next song is a counting song, and it has a joke at the end. So listen for the joke. And we have a couple of parts on this. Our horse is actually going to be Gianna, Athiel, so raise your hand. Gianna. And then we have some drummers. And on this, on the boom, boom, booms, we have Lily Barron and Hazen Monte. They're going to be over here on this drum. And then Alexia Seymour and Jessie Rowe will be on the drum over here. song I added last year for the first time, and it's become a favorite, so we did it again this year. But I added one more new song, because I like new stuff, but I like stuff that works well too. And this next song is from one of my favorite bands. Some of you might have heard of They Might Be Giants, a great group. And they did a lot of children's stuff for Disney. And they did Here Come the ABCs, Here Come the 1, 2, 3s, and Here Come Science. And I actually use it in some of my lessons. I've always wanted to do a They Might Be Giants song, and I thought, well, how about ZYX? ZYX is, of course, the alphabet backwards. And so, since they're doing so well with the alphabet frontwards, and I once heard my mother-in-law recite the alphabet backwards, and I had no idea how to do that, well, with the song, all of your children can do it now. So here is ZYX from They Might Be Giants. When they really open up, they can really sing out, can't they? Wow, that was great, boys and girls. Okay, we come to the last song. So just one thing to ask you. I know that you guys are all going to be taking your wonderfuls home with you. Please follow them as they go back to the classroom. They got to get their stuff, and the teachers need to see that an actual person is taking them and who that actual person is. And also, I'm not sure that's right. Make sure that once you get your child, that you sort of exit the building quickly, because everybody else needs to come out of the building. So thank you so much for coming today. Thank you for supporting your child or children. It really means a lot to everybody in the school, and especially your children. Okay? Our last song is a song by Greg and Steve. Some of you might know Greg and Steve. About 10 or 20 years ago, they were real big. They might be big now, but I love this song. It's a call and response song. And I do a lot of call and response with the kids, and so I'm going to be singing the call, they're going to be singing the response. It's a great song to end the concert with. So this is ABC Rock.
You are is through this door. So parents, if you just let them dismiss, and then you will dismiss out that door. And if you